morning. Wow, it is quite a crowd out there. Sitting in front. It's the first time I've actually looked back today. That's good. I want to start by thanking the church once again for having the confidence in me to ask me to give messages here, and this is no different. I think everybody's aware at this point that I'm going to be leaving, and so each now experience, I rode with the seniors and I told them that I feel like a senior now, because each time I do something I realize it's going to be my last time, and I've been really trying to soak it all in and just capture it all in my heart as much as I possibly can. So this is a little different. I haven't done this before, but I want to introduce our staff, because our staff is such a critical part of our program. You know, we can have all the structure in the world, we can have the right procedures, we can have the right ideas, but if it isn't for the staff to share their love, their passion, their personalities, everything that they are with our students, our program could not be successful. I ask a lot of them, I demand a lot of them, and they rise to the occasion. I can tell you this staff in particular is really special for me, because it's maybe the first time where we're all Christians and we all share that. And not only are we Christians, but we're the kind of Christians where God is the center of our life. And I think what we can show our students and what we can show the community as a whole through that is so powerful. One of the things that I talk to them about during staff week every single semester is respect. Is respect and love, that I ask them that at any given time I'm going to be able to ask a student, have we ever disrespected you? And the answer to that better always be no. That sounds like that should be really easy, but when you're living so close, 24 hours a day, you know, the staff are right in with the kids, right in with the cabins, and to do that and to be that tired, that exhausted, we'll work 19 days in a row with no break. Nobody really can quite get that until you go through that process. I see Jenna kind of shaking her head, because as she came on, I was trying to tell her what that was about and what that was involved in. And, you know, intellectually she got it, but boy, when you're there, it's a whole different ballgame. So without, I could probably go on forever, but without doing too much of that, I'd like to introduce Jenna Wilk. I think everybody knows her. She has done a phenomenal job for us. She has a heart that is so full of love, and she has passion for her topic. She has passion for her content area, but probably more important than any of that, she has passion for our kids, for getting to know them, who they are, and getting them to know who they are. So thank you, Jenna. We have Charlie Hahn. Charlie's a new addition this year for us. Josh, you guys probably know, had been a cook for us for a long time. And when Josh left, he came in with me. He was my buddy. I could count on him. We worked together very, very well. And I have to say I was a little nervous about bringing somebody new in that, because the kitchen is the stability of our organization. Meals are there. That's where everything happens, right? Just like in your home. Sitting down to dinner in your home, sitting down to meals at our school is a critical part of what we do. And Charlie, he took what we did and pushed it into the stratosphere. You know, I always said that Josh could mix love in with his food, and he always did a nice job of that. Charlie mixed a little intellect in with the food, along with the love. He changed it up. He introduced something new to us, which was what I skipped out on yesterday.
Yeah, when it was your turn.
And it's rather than cafeteria style where you go up and you get your food, it's family style where the food is at your table and you pass it around. And Charlie started a tradition with the toast where one person would give the toast and then would pass it on to the next week to somebody else. Well, clearly I'm not afraid of giving toast or standing up here, but I did kind of jump out on that yesterday, mostly because I was wanting to prepare a little bit for today. And thank you for Justin for holding that. Charlie, you are a very special person. You have something inside of you that I have never seen before. I've lived a long time. I've met a lot of people. I've never met anyone with peace and tranquility inside of you that transcends chaos. It's so special, and it's meant so much to me to be a part of your staff. Charlie on. We have a math teacher that's the best math teacher that's ever lived. He's not only the best math teacher that's ever lived, but he's one of the best human beings that's ever lived. He somehow can take a bunch of kids who believe that there's no way that they can understand math. They've sat in the classes before. They've failed in the classes before. They've sat in other classes and they've failed in other classes. And to the extent where in the past some kids have said, you know, I think I need a brain scan. I need an MRI, right? Because there's something wrong with my brain because I just can't get it. But whoa. But Alex, I'm going to turn this off. I don't think I really need it. But Al, he's got something inside of him with a patience and an understanding. And he pulls a little bit of the military spirit in, right? That says no one's going to be left behind. I'm not going to move on until everybody gets it. He isn't so proud that he won't let kids help in his class, right? Because his goal isn't about making him look better. His goal is about teaching and about his students getting and understanding that material. He is one of the finest men, one of the finest teachers, and has one of the greatest hearts of anyone I've ever known. Al Morrison. Last but not least, Justin. You guys know Justin, I think. He started here with me. J-Dog. He came in 7 years ago with me, brand new out of college, with his khakis and his button-down shirt and his little briefcase. And he sat down and opened up and pulled out his lesson plan. And then the students started speaking. And he realized that there was a cultural difference. This middle-class value society I came from doesn't use this language. But being smart and using the resources, he'd pull out Google. He survived his first year with Google. Now, I make fun of him, but here's the fact. I'm like, what does that mean, Justin? What does that mean? I had the same problem. But he was just a little more obvious about it, so I could kind of put it on him and use him to educate me. But Justin is a lot more than that guy with the button down in the briefcase. He is a man of character. I've said this every year, every semester that I've had the opportunity to talk about him and to justify. Thank you. Yeah, put it on.
Told you.
All right. Back on. I've said this every opportunity that I have because I mean it with all of my heart, and that is, I hope one day, and I'm working on it, I hope one day to be the man of character that Justin already is. He's a much younger man than I, but he's ahead of me. He came ahead of me. Now I'm catching up. He's helping me. But here's a man who loves with all of his heart. And you know, we're both finishing with this semester together. And we've had a lot of conversations talking about that. And we talk about what it means to be here, right? That essentially you're taking your heart and you're giving it out over and over and over. And some people, you give your heart to them and they love it, right? And they take care of it. And they appreciate you for it. And they grow for it. But not all of them are that way. Sometimes you put your heart out there and it gets stabbed. And it gets cut. And it gets hurt. And the tendency when that happens is for us to pull away, right? To pull back. And if you've ever been at the Lighthouse School for any length of time, that's going to happen to you. But the thing that I noticed about Justin is he never stopped doing it. He never stopped giving his heart. And there were times when my heart got hurt enough that I pulled right back. And I'm really glad that I had a role model like Justin to show me how to get back and how to let me put my heart back out there again. Justin is my friend. He's my confidant. He came in with me and we're leaving together. And he has made, I'm fortunate, right? I'm kind of the figurehead. As I walk around, I get a lot, and I've been getting a lot of comments. You've done such a great job. Going to be sorry you're leaving. Really appreciate it. Look at the program before. Look at it now. All of those nice things, and that's really good to hear. But Justin was right there as part of that. It wasn't just me. It was Justin and I much working as a team to develop the things and make the changes and make the program what it is today. So he deserves the same credit that I get. So Justin Norton. Thank you for indulging me. I felt that was important this year. I want to start by talking about God, talking about love. I believe that God loves everybody, everywhere, of all colors, of all cultures, of all people, of all religions. God loves everybody, everywhere. See, what is God? God is a pursuing God. He's a God that keeps following us, keeps going after us, keeps pursuing us. Why? Because he's a God of love. Right? In John it says God is love. Is that all he is? No. But it's what's important. It's what it's about. God is a God of pursuing. In the Genesis reading that we read this morning was the first question in the Bible. Where are you? That was not a question to geography, right? It's a question of God pursuing. Not where in the garden are you, but where are you in here? It's a God that wants us, that loves us, that pursues us, that wants to hold us, that wants to make us the person that we can become. The person that's full of love. See, What we have is a story of God wanting to put forth a new creation, a new movement, a new way. And we're all invited into that creation. We are the creation. So, prior to where we read in Genesis, it talks about the Garden of Eden. Right? Where was man born? In the garden. What's a garden? A garden is a beautiful place. It supplies food. It's relaxing. And it's comfort, right? It's ease. And that's what we were given. We were given this wonderful place to play. And then what happens, as we read in the reading, is the fall of man, right? Where did that happen? In the garden. Then God comes down to earth, becomes flesh and blood, and moves in among us. And starts teaching, starts a whole new trend. What trend was it that he started? Love. Right? When Jesus came, he didn't come with new laws to add to the laws of Moses. He didn't come with pages of doctrine that you'd have to go over, learn, and disseminate. He didn't come with armies to free his people like everybody thought that he was there to do. He came with a radical new message of love and of creation, of new creation. So you have Genesis creation, the original creation of man and of the earth and the heavens and all. But Jesus came with a new message. He came of a message of creation with us, and he invited us into that.